Imagine a world where you had to flee your home and everything you love in fear of being murdered by your government. Imagine a world where after being ripped from your home, you are impoverished and your children are on the brink of starvation. Well, there's no need to imagine that anymore because that world is a reality now in Syria and South Sudan. I'm here today to bring light to these two situations, as well as a charity organization that their main goal is to support these people and give them everything that they need. And now I'm sure most of y'all have probably heard about Breakaway. It's a Christian organization at Texas A&M who holds weekly Bible studies at Reed Arena where thousands of kids go. I'm actually a member of this organization. It is great. If you haven't heard of it, you should definitely check it out. Several years ago, they started what was called the Shalom Project. Basically, what they do is raise funds for humanitarian crises around the world, such as the Syrian refugee crisis and those in South Sudan. Right now, there are millions of Syrian refugees and South Sudanese people in need of our help. According to the Breakaway Ministries website, in 2011, peaceful protests in Syria turned violent. Tension escalated between the rebel forces and the governments in Syria, resulting in mass casualties and the displacement of many people there. The UN states that due to the civil war, there are 12.2 million displaced people in need of humanitarian assistance, 5.6 million of which are children, and there's also an estimated 4.8 million registered refugees. WorldVision.org says that the greatest needs for these people are the basics to sustain life. So we're talking food, clothing, health assistance, shelter, household, and hygiene items. The next crisis that the Shalom Project is supporting is based in South Sudan. According to the Breakaway Ministry website, the political landscape there is controlled by two main ethnic groups in the country, which is the Dinka and the Noor. It's a fairly young country. They actually became a country in 2011. So as you can imagine, there's still a little bit of unrest there. Actually, in 2013, the president, who was a Dinka, accused the vice president, who was a Noor, of staging a coup against his presidency. So as you can imagine, that did not go over very well. This event inflamed the historically tense relationship between these two groups into an open and violent conflict. The UN reports that 2.3 million, which is 1 in every 5 people in South Sudan, have been forced to flee their homes. This has disrupted not only the nation's agricultural system, but their trade routes as well, resulting in countless families in the brink of starvation. Despite the severity of this situation, it has gotten little worldwide attention, which I'm sure probably y'all have not heard about it, finding my point. In addition to these issues, there's an astounding issue regarding childbirth in South Sudan. The UN states that an adolescent girl is 3 times more likely to die during childbirth than they are to complete primary school. I'll say this again. An adolescent girl is 3 times more likely to die in childbirth than to complete primary school. Clearly, there is a need for a safe environment for these young ladies to deliver their babies. Now, you might ask, how can people like you and me, help those people that are so far away, thousands of miles away? Well, that's where the Shalom Project comes in. Basically, the easiest and best way to help those people is by donating, whether it be your time as a volunteer, your prayers, or even monetary donations. The monetary goal for the Shalom Project this year is actually $119,000. With this money, the Shalom Project will be able to help in multiple ways. For the Syrian refugees, $650 will buy one supply kit, which includes temporary housing, pots and pans, and hygiene items. This will be for one family of 6. In South Sudan, they're going to do 2 separate things. For $650, it will provide a family of 6 with nutritious food for 6 months. That is half a year, so that's crazy. Also, for $400, they will provide medical care at a World Relief maternity ward that is essential to safeguarding the vulnerable lives of the mothers and babies that are given there. Now, if you're planning on contributing, you can go to breakawayministries.org/shalom. There will be a link there that you can click donate and put in whatever amount you feel led to. If you are a more hands-on donator, there are plenty of volunteer opportunities as well. A partner with the Shalom Project called World Relief actually has volunteer opportunities available. you can go onto their website, which is worldrelief.org, click on volunteer opportunities, and it'll give you a list there. Now, with your help, the Shalom Project can accomplish so many things. So the goal, like I said, was $119,000. If that is reached, it would help 70 Syrian refugee families get off their feet, 70 South Sudanese families eat healthily for 6 months at that, and then 70 new mothers give birth safely. Now, I'm happy to announce that not only did we meet this goal, we've actually exceeded it so far. We've raised $157,237.54. That is absolutely crazy. Only an act of God, I guess, could do that. So this is actually going to help 92 Syrian refugee families, 92 South Sudanese families, and 94 South Sudanese mothers. Now imagine how many people we can help if the donations continue. I mean, the possibilities are absolutely endless. Now, in conclusion, just know that everyday people like you and me can be a part of the solution to this problem that is going on in our world today. And please, 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 if you feel led to donate to a cause, please pick the Shalom Project. It is such a great organization that does really good work overseas. Now, not only will we be able to help people physically, but spiritually as well. We want everyone we come in contact with to know the love of Jesus and that we are there for them and care for them. Now, wouldn't it be great to say you were part of something like that? Thank you.
How much does it cost to take a family of 4 to Dairy Queen?
Oh, I don't know. Hopefully under $10.
Are you still going to breakaways?
Yes.